Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Systems. In today's video we will talk about CAV systems. CAV stands for constant air volume. It is an all air type HVAC system which uses constant volume of supplied air. Temperature of the supplied air is varied to achieve the desired temperature of the space. Here we have shown a single duct single zone system where constant air volume is supplied to the zone while the temperature of the supplied air is varied according to the building load requirement. If cooling is required, then cold water is supplied to the cooling coil, which results in decreasing the supplied air temperature. If more cooling is required, then the amount of the supplied water to the cooling coil is increased. On the other hand, if heating is required, then hot water is supplied to the heating coil, which results in increasing the supplied air temperature so that we can achieve our desired heating inside the zone. In CAV system, a constant speed fan is used to supply the constant volume of the air. Power consumed by a fan is directly proportional to the flow cube. As constant volume of air is supplied by the fan, so a lot of energy is consumed by the fan to supply this air volume. That's why this system is not energy efficient. As CAV system is not energy efficient, so that's why usually it is not used in new buildings. It is still present in old buildings or can also be used in small buildings as the initial cost for installation of the system is lower than the other systems. The system which we discussed here is a single duct single zone system. Before continuing further, it is very important to know about zones. Usually a large building is divided into different zones based on their thermal load requirement. Different areas of the building will have different heating or cooling requirements based on many factors like the occupied space, location of the area and the number of occupants. So for example, a lobby area or a big hall can be considered as a single zone, while an office can also be considered as a separate zone. So like this, a building is divided into different zones. Now let's discuss about single duct multi-zone system. Here we have three different rooms. Each room is a separate zone with different heating and cooling requirements. Temperature of the supplied air is adjusted to meet the cooling requirement of the highest load room. Let's consider that room 1 is a data center room, room 2 is an office, and room 3 is a meeting room. Here server room has highest cooling requirement, so supplied air is cooled down to meet this requirement. As others rooms are also getting the same air, so occupants of those rooms may feel uncomfortable and cooled as their cooling requirement is not much. So to resolve this overcooling problem, reheat coils or duct heaters are used inside each zone. These heaters are controlled by a thermostat installed inside the zone. These heaters are thus used to achieve the desired zone temperature by heating the supplied air when required. Considering the previous scenario where room 2 was getting overcooled, now the duct heater will be turned on to achieve the desired temperature. As these reheat coils or duct heaters are used to heat the cold supply air, so a lot of energy is consumed. That's why this use of reheat coils or duct heaters is energy inefficient. Sometimes a bypass damper can also be used inside a terminal unit along with the duct heater. When less cooling is required, then this bypass damper is partially closed and bypass some portion of the supplied air into the ceiling plenum where it is added to the return air. So in this way, less air is supplied to the room, resulting in less cooling. But this bypass damper cannot be fully closed due to the ventilation requirements. Usually minimum of 30% damper shall always be open. If less cooling is required, initially this damper is closed to a minimum of 30%. But if still desired temperature is not reached, then duct heaters are turned on to achieve the desired temperature. Now let's have a look at some advantages and disadvantages of CAV single duct multi-zone reheat system. The first advantage is that they permit simple zone control for areas with unequal loads. They offer the designer with infinite zoning capability during the design. They allow zones to be easily revised during construction or occupancy. Changes require only the addition of heating coil or electric heater and a thermostat. Now let's have a look at some disadvantages. They have high energy consumption if not properly designed and controlled. They are generally considered least efficient approach, and many energy codes strictly restrict their use. They work by adding heat to the cool air, which is the waste of energy and thus uneconomical, and they also require piping for heating coils or electric supply for the duct heaters for each zone. Now let's discuss about dual duct CAV system. In this system, two ducts are used for supply air. One duct carry cold air and the other duct carry hot air. These both ducts are used to supply air to the each zone, where a mixing box is used to mix these air streams as per the desired zone temperature. A zone thermostat is used to control the amount of mixing air to achieve the desired temperature. This type of system is not used in new buildings, but you may find it in old buildings. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications for the new videos.